Greetings and peace. Continuing Christianity, the trap. There is no rapture. Christians are not going to be taken out of this earth before plagues and tribulations come upon the earth in the last times. That's not going to happen. There's nowhere in Hebrew prophecy where we can connect or precept prophets together and come to that conclusion that the church is going to be taken out or called up to heaven before all chaos breaks out. That's not the truth. You see, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, if you're familiar with this account in ancient Babylon, they had to go in the fire. Their faith had to be tried like gold. See, our faith has to be proven true. And that's not possible until persecution and opposition comes, until the fire and pressure is increased. So we have to go through that. I wanted to say this because that spirit of error that's behind telling people they're going to be taken out of this earth is preparing them to be in a very unstable position when calamity begins and they're not taken away. You see how that works? That spirit of error is leading people to a very weak position to where when the calamity begins and persecution begins, that person is in confusion, not operating in faith. See, then there's an opportunity for that person just to leave the faith, which that spirit of error and demon was working to do the whole time. We're not going to be taken from this earth before tribulation starts. We have to go through that tribulation. Many will die through that persecution. But then it will be known who are the chosen, who are truly God's children. Remember, those three Hebrews, they stood in the fire and didn't switch up. And then guess who came in there? Guess who came in that furnace, in that fire? The Son of God. Those Babylonians said, I saw the Son of God in there with them. And none of them got burnt. None of them switched up. They stood with the truth. And that truth was revealed because Christ was there with them. That's the requirement, and that's what's going to happen in these times. As written of in the book of 2nd Ezra, which is in the Apocrypha. Remember, the Apocrypha are those records in the middle of the Bible were taken out of the original King James Version Bible. If you still deal with the King James Version Bible, you're missing records. The book of 2nd Ezra, which has a lot of prophecy towards the end times, I highly recommend that because it goes into this. But we see this throughout all scriptures, right? It's just something to pay attention to. We have to go through that fire. There's no rapture. We're not being taken out of this. Just another doctrine that we have to correct because it changes our mentality in the position that we have to have in this walk that we're in. We're going to have to be tested through that persecution and opposition to see if our faith is really true, because many will leave the faith when that opposition comes. So we have to prepare ourselves with correct doctrine, with that correct milk and that correct meat to grow. So let me know what you think. Until next time, get wisdom over everything. Peace.